Another type of special right triangle that will be helpful to know when building the unit circle is a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. So what I have here at the bottom of page 2 is a generic drawing of a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. And it says, with a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle, the measure of the hypotenuse is 2 times that of the leg opposite the 30-degree angle, and the measure of the other leg is the square root of 3 times that of the leg opposite the 30-degree angle, as shown in the diagram below. Okay, let's try to translate that sentence so that this relationship is a little easier to apply. All right, in a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle, you are going to have a short side, okay? The short side is going to be the side that is opposite the 30-degree angle. So we'll say side opposite the 30-degree angle. Then you're of course going to have the hypotenuse, okay? The hypotenuse is going to be the longest side, and that is of course the side opposite the 90-degree angle. And then you're going to have a side whose length is somewhere in the middle, okay? So we'll call it medium length side. And that is going to be the side opposite the 60-degree angle, okay? So once you can make those identifications, the short side, which is the side across from the 30-degree angle, the hypotenuse, which is across from the right angle, and then the remaining side, which has the medium length, it's opposite the 60-degree angle, then what you're going to do is as follows, okay? The short side, however long that is, say it's x, okay? That's what you're going to need to get the lengths of the other two sides, okay? Once you have identified the length of the short side, then it's really easy to get the length of the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is going to be double that, okay? So you're going to do 2 times x, or 2 times the short side, okay? That's going to give you the length of the hypotenuse. And then finally, to get the length of the medium side, okay, or the side opposite the 60-degree angle, you're going to take the short side and multiply by the square root of 3. Okay, so it is the short side times the square root of 3. Okay, and that is it. Okay, so let's go to the next page and try some examples of this. Okay, all right, so here we go. Here is example 2. Okay, there are 3 triangles. They are all 3 30, 60, 90 degree triangles. Okay, and we are going to try to find the missing side lengths, and we're going to leave answers as radicals in simplest form. Okay, so let's take a look at example 2a. You can clearly see that this is a right triangle. There's your little square. Okay, the other angle that we're given is a 60-degree angle, and so that leaves the remaining angle to be 30 degrees because the angles in the triangle have to total 180 degrees. Okay. We're missing 2 of the sides. We're given 1 of them. So we can use our 30, 60, 90 degree relationship to figure them out. So let's first figure out what's the short side, what's the long side, what's the medium side. Okay. So if we're looking at this, the easiest to identify is of course the hypotenuse. So we're going to look straight across from the right angle. And so we know that x is the hypotenuse. Okay. And then opposite the 30-degree angle, okay, that's going to be the short side. Okay, and then opposite the 60-degree angle is the medium side. Okay, all right, so we need to figure out the short side and the hypotenuse. Okay, so going back to the relationship in a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle, okay, we're given the medium side. Okay, so we know that to get the medium side, you have to take the short side and multiply by the square root of 3. Okay, so if we go back to our picture, we know the medium side is 5 times the square root of 3. Okay, so what that tells us is that the short side has to be 5, okay? Because if the short side is 5, then to get the medium side, you're just going to take the short side and multiply by the square root of 3. That would give you 5 square root of 3, okay? So that makes the short side 5, okay? Now that we know the short side, we can easily get the hypotenuse, okay? We're turning to our rules over here. To get the hypotenuse, you're just going to take the short side and double it, okay? So the hypotenuse here is going to be the short side times 2, so it's going to be 10, okay? So there's your value of x and your value of y.